It's Bengal Update with Caden Scott, Brady Rudolph, Mason Smith, Skyle Smith, and Morgan Thayer.
Good morning, Bengals. I'm Brady Rudolph.
And I'm Riley Schatz.
And we're bringing you
the Bengal News.
Today for lunch, there's spaghetti, chicken nuggets, mozzarella sticks, and Big Daddy pizza.
It's finally prom week. Today is meme day, and tomorrow is purple and gold day. Dress up and show your Bengal pride.
Spring Fling and prom tickets will be at sale for both lunches in the Commons, 1 for $10 and 2 for $15.
World Series of Testing starts next Tuesday and runs through Thursday. 9th and 10th graders will be taking the SICA and Science Inter-Orbit Assessment. Juniors, you are going to crush the ISATs. How you do in the World Series of Testing will count towards the LHS House competition. Each student that improves their score and shows growth on each assessment will gain 1 point for their house. If you move up a whole point on your assessment, you will get 2 points for your house. If you end up with a 4 in your assessment, you will get 3 points for your house. The house competition will end after the World Series of Testing. The house with the most points will be rewarded a field trip. We're going to take students to Lancer Lanes for bowling and arcade games, or to the Village Center Cinema for a private screen of Top Gun. If you're in the winning house, it'll be up to you what you choose. Testing starts at 7:55 and finishes at 9:35 each day. The doors to the testing rooms will close at 8:05. 9th and 10th graders that are late need to report to VR 205. Juniors, if you're late, you need to report to the large computer lab in the library. Show up for your school, your house, and rock those tests.
Seniors, please get the app Splashin' and create and join your team. Info is on LHS 26 Instagram before Monday. Also, please turn in your $10 before Friday, April 10th. It can be taken to the office in an envelope with your name on it or given to Emery McCarcher.
Now we have Mr. Wessels.
Good morning, Bengals. Happy Masters Thursday. So before I do some shout-outs, we're going to do a Bengal block on Monday. You're going to go to the testing room that you're going to do during ISATs and Sitka. You're going to practice getting logged in. Seniors, we're going to have a different plan for you, but that's going to come out a little bit later. Let's see. For shout-outs, let's start out with Miss Lott's entire 3B honors class. You guys are rocking it, and Miss Lott is super appreciative. Colt Roy, Brayton Herman, and Raul Bolton, you guys are in Rothview's class. When you guys toured the machining lab, these gentlemen offered to give up their seats for the ladies in class. Just a bunch of gentlemen. Appreciate it, guys. Let's see, in Clearwater, we got Riker Gritner being shouted out by Miss Sears for working hard and being dedicated in Spanish. Same goes for Tariq Smith in Miss Sears' class. Appreciate you guys. Bitterroot, we got Grady Quigley being shouted out by Miss Rothfuse. Grady is the whole package. He's ambitious, dedicated, supportive, and resilient. Comes to class with a positive attitude, ready to engage and learn, and he's always supportive of his friends and peers. In Sawtooth, we got Ireland Bunch for being shouted out by Miss Sorensen for being resilient and continuing to push through some tough math problems. We got Jackson Armitage being shouted out by Miss Sorensen for being dedicated and taking the time to ask questions and grinding out an assignment. We got Josh Church being shouted out by Miss McFarland for being dedicated and being one of the few students in class to lock in before spring break. And then we got Marilyn Aid being shouted out by Miss McFarland for being dedicated to her writing. She writes for fun and is constantly sharing stories. Thank you for being dedicated to your craft. In Snake River, we got Trey McLean being shouted out by Miss Sorensen for being ambitious, going above and beyond for being the only one in class to have completed their practice assignment. And then we got Tristan Ludwig being shouted out for being supportive and always willing to help other students in class. I appreciate you guys. Don't forget, today during first lunch, we're going to have our cornhole championships. Show up, support your houses. We got our Sawtooth team of Maddie Bruce and Reagan Cahill taking on the Bitterroot team of Fletcher Wadsworth and Lucas West. And then during second lunch, we have our ping pong championships. Blaine Ulrich, Ben Johnston, Easton Shine, and Michael Clifford. We're looking for you guys. You got a staff shout out for us?
Yeah, I would like to shout out Kieran and Craig for just being, super supportive, always keeping the kids in line. We appreciate you guys.
Appreciate you, Kieran and Craig. I want to shout out Mr. Burns. This is actually coming from a bunch of your students, Mr. Burns. I don't know if there's anybody that stays at school longer than you do, showing up for the games, taking students across the country. Your students appreciate you, Mr. Burns. Have a good day, Bengals.
Have a great day, Bengals.